The time is 10 a.m. and this is WKYT Midmorning. Police are investigating a late-night stabbing that has left a man dead in Lexington.
A Rockcastle County couple charged in an overdose death will go before a judge today.
And tonight's the night the two presidential candidates will be squaring off.
This is WKYT Midmorning.
Good morning. Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome in on Monday, September 26th. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. I think now we can say welcome fall. Happy fall to
Exactly.
you. Because it's going to feel like it.
Absolutely. After this afternoon into tonight, changes are coming. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, it'll really wipe that humidity out once this front passes on through. We're still waiting on these showers and thunderstorms. They're just now approaching Louisville. They're right over Louisville at this moment. So I-71 heads up. It'll be over you guys within the hour. Frankfort, we still have about 2 hours left. And Lexington, I would say 2 to 3 hours left before we actually see some rain on the way. But clouds are starting to appear in many locations. And here comes the rain. Temperatures are already right around 70 degrees, and we'll be roughly the mid-70s for most locations. But like I said, the humidity's still there. This front will wipe it out, and you won't feel humidity for a long time. I'm going to show you how low we go with those temperatures because it could be cold for some. I'll have that coming up.
And first this mid-morning on WKYT News, the Fayette County coroner says his office is investigating a death after a stabbing in Lexington.
Now, it happened on Heisel Way behind Yates Elementary School off New Circle Road around 9 o'clock last night. When police arrived, there were 2 victims outside the home. Police say one of the men was stabbed and taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Earlier this morning, we learned from the Fayette County coroner that man did die from his injuries. The victim's name has not yet been released. An autopsy is scheduled for this morning.
A Southern Kentucky couple is heading to court today in connection to an overdose death. David Spoonamore and Morgan Dixon are charged with abuse of a corpse and tampering with physical evidence. Jerry Price was with the couple back in April when he overdosed. The couple drove around with him in the car for hours. Price's body was found in the back of his minivan in Rockcastle County. His mother says she does not understand why the couple never got her son help.
I talked to David Spoonamore myself, and he told me he loved him. I said, then why did you let him die? I said, you could have took him to a hospital and thrown him out and drove off. You know, that's all you had to do.
Price's family says they are trying to figure out how to move on after his death. Dixon and Spoonamore will be in court this morning.
Georgetown police are investigating after they say 6 vehicles were broken into at a park. Police say someone smashed the windows of 5 vehicles at Suffaletta Park. The 6th one was unlocked. Police say the person stole purses and wallets, and in every case, the items were on the seats in each vehicle.
If you have any valuables in your vehicle, lock them in your trunk. At least place them under a seat out of visible view, because when people walk by your car and they see something valuable, that's just temptation. So you got to take temptation away from them. So lock them in your trunk, place them on your seat or something. Always keep your vehicle locked.
Now, police tell us they do not have a good description of the person accused of breaking into the vehicles. A Lexington brewery is recalling 2 beers, but it's not for any health concerns.
It's really because of the taste and the appearance. Alltech issued recalls for Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale and Kentucky Pumpkin Barrel Ale. Those recalls have been prompted by problems with the flavor and the color. The beers were produced between July 1st and September 19th. Alltech spokeswoman Susanna Elliott tells the Herald Leader that Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale should be returning to stores in the coming week. But the pumpkin ale just won't be back until next year. Customers are encouraged to return the beer to the store where they bought it. No other products are affected. A Lawrence County man seriously injured in a fall in Letcher County is slowly improving this mid-morning. Earlier this month, Justin Maynard fell 70 feet at Bad Branch Falls. Friends say Maynard is still in the ICU, but he no longer needs a ventilator to breathe. Doctors plan on moving him to a recovery facility in Bristol, Tennessee today. Friends say they believe it will take a year or so for him to make a full recovery.
You're probably well aware of the creepy clown sightings happening around Kentucky. But one professional clown is now speaking out. Police across the state and in several other states have responded to 911 calls about the clowns. Many agencies are warning people that dressing like one can lead to criminal charges. Professional clown Sparky in Madison County works for Fright Night and other haunted attractions. He says dressing up like a clown when you're not protected is dangerous.
Somebody's going to get killed, and the person that's going to shoot you is going to be in jail. So nobody wins. If you really want to scare people, don't do it by yourself. Go to a haunted house and do it.
Someone called 911 about Sparky over the weekend, reporting a creepy clown in the area.
All right.
So be careful out there.
Professional advice from the clown there.
Well, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are set to debate for the first time tonight at Hofstra University.
That's out on Long Island, not far from New York City. Our Washington Bureau Chief, Jacqueline Policastro, is at the debate site with what you need to know before the candidates take the stage.
Good morning from Hofstra University. There's some serious excitement on campus. Nobody knows what will happen when Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump take the stage.
It's down to the final hours before the debate. Last-minute preparations are underway. The anticipation keeps growing.
We're starting our 4th week of classes with the presidential debate. That is pretty exciting, and the students have a lot of energy, interest, enthusiasm about seeing democracy in action on our campus.
Hofstra University is hosting its 3rd debate. Professor Mina Bose explains the university wasn't the first pick, but an alternate. When Wright State University dropped out, Hofstra stepped up with just under 10 weeks to plan.
It's been a tremendous university effort. Faculty, staff, students, administrators, kind of everyone, community working together to make this happen.
NBC's Lester Holt will moderate 3 30-minute segments. The topics: America's direction, achieving prosperity, and securing America. When it comes to the opinions of the students who will make up the live audience, Bose says there's a healthy diversity here.
There's a pretty keen appreciation that the election matters, and it matters not just for the country but for them, right? That there's an awareness of kind of what happens in Washington, right? Who's in the White House makes a difference for our day-to-day lives.
This debate might just make history. Analysts say it could draw as many as 100 million viewers. Reporting at Hofstra University, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.
Now, you can watch the debate right here on WKYT. It starts live at 9 o'clock tonight. Well, the sporting world is mourning the loss of golfing great Arnold Palmer. Known as the king of golf, Palmer was among the most important figures in golf history, winning 7 major championships and 62 PGA Tour wins. He died yesterday in Pittsburgh at the age of 87. He's also known for helping out in the community in many ways.
Oh, a very, very tremendous man.
Well, Big Blue Madness still a few weeks away, but some of the chaos starts soon.
Or now.
Right, it's underway right now. Fans have started camping out for tickets already.
They're not supposed to yet. In past years, fans would camp out around Memorial Coliseum to wait for their tickets. This year, though, the west side of the building will be off limits because of construction on UK's campus. Fans can line up, or are supposed to line up, starting at 5 a.m. Wednesday, even though we know some fans are already lining up this morning. Tickets will be distributed Friday night at 10 o'clock.
We had a report this morning, several tents already up over there.
It begins. Here we are.
Only in Kentucky, right, for a practice.
We'll keep it right here on Mid-Morning. Coming up, you'll meet a woman who absolutely did not want to give up her purse.
She put up quite the fight, and you'll find out more about the newest disaster movie that's based on a true story.
Fall weather is arriving this week. It's guaranteed we'll get a blast of colder air. I'm going to show you when that happens and also when these showers and thunderstorms arrive at your house. That's coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Well, it's not that best of a look right now. Now, those clouds are starting to appear, and that typically means that some rain is on the way as that front gets a little bit closer to us. We're anywhere from 69 degrees to 75. Now, southeastern Kentucky, you guys will finish off in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. It's going to be a little sticky for today, but the rest of us are going to sit there in the low to mid 70s just because some rain's on the way. Look where it's at this moment as those clouds are starting to appear back toward the west. And you're going to see what's going to happen here is, yes, this is the bulk of the rain, but you're going to see a few showers, few rumbles of thunder spark up here in the next couple of hours down toward the southeast. I would say just after noontime is your best bet. But yeah, we'll have actually two, not so much waves, but two areas that spark up. But this is the bulk of the rain, and it'll move off into the western zones here very shortly. Let me take you hour by hour. Here's when it really starts to slide on in. Western zones, I would say 71 corridor. That does include places like Trimble, Carroll, and Gallatin counties, Henry, Owen, those areas here in the next hour, within the next hour. By noontime, it would be right around Frankfort, go down 150, BG Parkway, 68 corridor, right around noontime. Lexington, I would say roughly noon to about 2 p.m., so we still have a few hours. I'd say about 3 hours before it actually hits Lexington. And then we slide off into your afternoon. There's 2 p.m. You can see down toward the southeast. That's what I was talking about. Still the bulk of the rain with the front moving on through as we head throughout your afternoon. So afternoon, it's more of the southern half, eastern half. And then you get off into the evening. It just fades away. Here's 8, 9, 10 p.m. and it's long gone. And what's back behind this? Obviously nothing going on. But some much, much cooler air comes diving on in here, and you will feel it tomorrow morning, starting off in the upper 40s to around 50 degrees. It's going to be about a 20-degree swing, roughly, from this morning. You'll no doubt about it, feel it. It's a nice one for tomorrow. We'll stay with sunny skies. Then we hit Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, those 3 days are going to be basically carbon copies of each other. What's going to happen is an area of low pressure in the upper atmosphere. Remember, these fronts come at the surface, but this one's at the upper atmosphere, and it just sits. Those don't really move that much, okay? So it's going to sit right over us, give us cloud cover, rain chances, and also looking at much, much cooler conditions. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, not the best looking days, and it's not a lot of rain. It's just some spotty showers here and there. No thunderstorms during those days, but it's much cooler. We're talking low to mid 60s for highs. You got to remember, we reached 65 degrees this morning here in Lexington. That was an overnight low. These are highs on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even Saturday into Sunday. You're talking low to mid 60s. Here's some really, really nice air. You'll absolutely feel the difference as we head toward later in this work week and off into your weekend. So that means Friday night football. Here comes some hot cocoa. Yeah. It'll be really nice.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, yeah. It's that time of year, finally.
With marshmallow.
With some marshmallow.
All right. I love it.
Maybe a little blanket wrapped around, you know. All right,
Yeah.
thank you. We appreciate it, Mike.
Fall is here. Well, a Florida woman put on a brave face all to get her purse back after a thief snatched it from her car.
We really have to see this. Here's the surveillance video from the gas station. You can see the man open the car door, grab the purse, but watch what the woman does.
Look at her.
Going across that windshield and the hood. She climbs on top of the car, reaches in, and hits the man. He starts driving off. Janelle De La Brea is a brave woman, obviously. She tried to get her purse before she was knocked to the ground, and as you see there, actually run over. In fact, she has a badly sprained ankle, lots of cuts and bruises, but otherwise she's going to be okay. But she tried to keep him from getting away with the purse. You know?
That could have been so much worse. She could have gone head first over that car. But I appreciate how badly she wanted to teach him a lesson.
Right.
But she didn't get the purse,
Wow,
so that's
that's
sad.
right, that's right.
We wish her the best. Well, the stars of Transparent talk about the new challenges of the third season.
Find out which bands are making sweet music at the box office. Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
Coldplay's world tour is raking in more money per city than any other band so far this year. The British rockers pulled ahead of Bruce Springsteen, who's in second place with the River Tour. According to box office figures from Pollstar, Beyoncé is number 3.
Hey, Tracy, are you seeing this?
The true story of the tragedy on the Deepwater Horizon arrives in theaters this week. Mark Wahlberg stars with Kate Hudson in the movie about the explosion on an oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico.
It's one of the rare experiences of making films where it's not about your own individual experience as an actor, it's about a bigger picture, so it was nice.
The rig explosion killed 11 men and created the biggest oil spill in the history of offshore oil drilling. The newest season of Transparent is now streaming on Amazon.
Maybe you guys want to call me, I don't know, Mom.
Jeffrey Tambor continues his transgender journey, and in this third season, the characters in his life continue to evolve as well. The cast says the work is both a joy and a challenge.
Going deeper all the time. We are asked to go deeper, and that can be very daunting.
There are scenes that are done in season 3 that I've never seen ever.
Tambor has won 2 Emmys for his leading role, and that's your eye on entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
All right, we hope you keep it right here. Get ready to walk and roll.
We'll tell you about a fun event to create awareness about spina bifida next. And tomorrow night's Mega Millions jackpot is $25 million. Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot is $60 million. We're so glad you're with us today. October is Spina Bifida Awareness Month. It's a birth defect that affects hundreds of families right here in our region.
It's an opportunity to learn more about it and to help out. And here to tell us more about this weekend's Walk and Roll fundraiser is Erin Gillespie. She is the Associate Director for the Spina Bifida Association of Kentucky. And Daniel Crenshaw is here along with Abby Long. And we thank all of our ladies for coming in.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
being
Thank
here.
you.
We're so glad you all could come in here. And I know from years past, girls, this is a lot of fun, isn't it? Are you looking for, what are you most looking forward to, Abby?
Just to fight Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
You're invested in the cause. What are you excited about, Danielle?
I'm excited just because we get to have fun and spend time with our families and like make new friends.
That's great. It's going to be
It's a
good
lot
time.
of fun that morning.
Well, tell us about what is going. First of all, let's talk a little bit about spina bifida. First of all, the cause and why it's so important that people to turn out and help with this.
Well, spina bifida is a birth defect that happens within the first 28 days of gestation. So a lot of times it's before a mother knows she's pregnant. 1 in 1,300 births are affected by spina bifida, and here in Kentucky it's double the national average. So here in Kentucky it's definitely even more important for us to spread awareness and celebrate those that are affected.
And Erin, for those families who experience this, it is life-changing for the entire family.
It definitely is, because the families have to learn about the resources that are available to them. A lot of them have surgeries after birth. A lot of them have different kind of therapies. So it's an ongoing event for their families, everyone in it. So
I guess it is your job to kind of match the needs with what is available out there, right?
Definitely.
Do you find that it's adequate?
yes, Kentucky has some of the best resources in this in the country. So we give programs and services like special events like this to raise money, but we also have education programs. And then we also do webinars. Any information, we pride ourselves as being a resource center. So,
the big event is this Saturday over on the Shriners Hospital campus. Tell us what people can expect.
Well, we have a big carnival this year as usual, but it will be a little larger this year. There's going to be food, games, inflatables, the fire trucks coming out. So face painting is a big thing for the kids. So there's a lot of things to do, and they always have a great time.
Well, no wonder everybody's looking forward to it. So you're excited. It might be a little bit chilly that day, but that's still going to be okay, right, Danielle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just means as you're walking, you'll feel better.
And it is rain or shine, so bring your ponchos if it's going to be raining.
And Abby, you're going to bring a lot of your friends and family out with you? Now, that's always a fun part of it.
All right, and again, open to the public, everybody, for that at 9:30 on the Saturday morning as far as the registration. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Good. All right.
See you
and we
all
hope
then.
you'll keep it here on WKYT. Coming up a little later, WKYT News at noon will follow up on the man who was killed during a fight in Lexington.
We'll find out about a suspect who may have had inappropriate contact with a teenager in Madison County.
And more on the upcoming presidential debate set for tonight.
News, weather, and sports ahead at noon on WKYT. Well, from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen today, easy one-pot goulash.
With a hearty, beefy flavor, it's ready in less than 30 minutes.
These days, we all have so many things on our plate, we hardly know what to do first. Never mind being able to get a hot meal on the table come dinner time. Well, today, we're going to arm you with a hearty all-in-one pot meal that you can have on the table in less than 30 minutes. We start by browning some ground beef and a chopped onion until no pink remains. We want to make sure to stir it often. This way, the meat sort of crumbles as it cooks. To that, we add, right in the same pot, some uncooked elbow macaroni, yes, I'm sure, uncooked, some beef broth, diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, and a few seasonings. Once that comes to a boil, we'll lower the heat and let it simmer till the pasta is tender. The time saver and our way of not having to wash another pot is that we don't have to pre-cook the pasta. Once everything is cooked, you have a hearty all-in-one pot meal that took less than 30 minutes to make. I hope you'll go online and get our recipe for easy one-pot goulash so you can have dinner ready and waiting any night of the week. Let me tell you, this is just a ticket when you need a quick weeknight dinner. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where every day we're looking for a faster way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
And if you'd like to make goulash or any of the other treats of the week, WKYT.com for the recipes from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Definitely something warm. You were talking about hot chocolate, but you might also have chili or spaghetti or goulash.
Or goulash, absolutely. And that's what we're going to be looking at the next several days. Guys, there's really not a good chance to see those temperatures above average anytime soon, average being mid-70s. So we'll have that today. We'll have low to mid-70s tomorrow. But like Bart was talking about, you're going to need some warm things, whether it's hot cocoa, whether it's maybe a blanket, extra blanket on the bed.
Don't eat that.
Yeah, you don't want to eat that one. But overnight, we're at 48 degrees. I mean, that is really, really low. We have not been in the 60s since May 21st. I mean, it's been a while, so this is going to be a big change of pace. Some of us, if we get chilly pretty easily, you will be cold at some nights overnight and into the morning.
All right, so
Here we go.
Those air conditioners cranking over the weekend to now maybe some heat.
Here we go.
See you at noon.